All right, everyone. Hello out there. Running real late today. The power's been out for the last couple hours, and I had a long project to do out in the yard. So here we go. Now, I just wanted to do the second part here of the notes to the Metu Neter on the different spheres. Last time we covered the 10th through the 5th sphere, and today we're just going to cover 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. There aren't really any notes for the abyss, which is one of the drawbacks of the book Metu Neter. Even though the abyss plays a fairly prominent role, especially like if you look at his divination deck, it plays a pretty prominent role. He doesn't. It's hard to pin him down to get him to explain the abyss very well. So we're just going to do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so start with 4. The circle of manifestation, hot and cold, moist and dry, produces the 4 modalities: water, earth, air, and fire, or water, earth, fire, and air, going clockwise. The 4th sphere is the blueprint, and the 4th sphere represents the ability to intuitively perceive the abstract general class to which the specific issues of life belong. As this faculty of the 4th sphere enables us to see through the differences between people, it is the intuitive intellectual basis of love. The 4th, he says, rid the world of interspecies evolutionary theory, but there is spiritual evolution. Here at the 4th sphere, the initiate is asked to turn the other cheek. We have to prepare ourselves, and the major fortune generated by the ability to forgive and to work with one's enemies. A sign of this is the ability to maintain a sense of joy and optimism in the face of opposition, even when facing death. And one of the meditations at the 4th, go into waking trance with commitments to share with all and to maintain optimism in the face of adversity. Here at the 4th sphere, we achieve our goal. We realize that the demands of earthly life exist for the sake of forcing us to develop our spiritual powers and rise above our egotism by sharing with others, sharing with our enemies to fulfill a genuine need. And the 4th sphere equals truth. Okay, now we're going to the 3rd sphere. The 3rd sphere is female because it can only be impregnated at certain times in a cycle. The 3rd sphere is the vehicle that carries out all that is willed. Adds up to 50 creative forces. Repeating mantra is shaking awake the words of power. The 3rd sphere manifests intense joy for the earthly goals that are in harmony with the new belief system or the higher calling. The 3rd is a total break with worldly interests and an increase in spiritual power. The psychic powers increase and in proportion with our ability to live truth at the crossroads. And the 3rd sphere provides the structural framework that orders coming into being and development. It's in charge of the life force. Okay, the 2nd sphere is male because it is always capable of impregnating, not just at certain points in a cycle. The 2nd sphere enables the person to intuitively understand all of life's situations. The 2nd sphere indicates what will take place. It is the initiator of creative events. It evinces no qualities, which is the foundation of wisdom. Second sphere for impregnating into the spirit a belief system in harmony with truth. Wisdom is the ability to intuit the will of God. The plan of each person's life is revealed at the second sphere. The second sphere learns how to still the thinking mechanism. When thinking stops, or with one thought as wisdom, ignoring thoughts and making the mind blank to stop the thoughts. The second sphere intuits the true significance of the mundane objective that we achieved at the fourth sphere. The second sphere as the source of complex intuition that shows the way to achieve the equilibrium between the interests of the whole and that of the person. The second sphere opposes the eighth sphere, which argues and rationalizes for personal interests. And the second sphere is the mind or the eyes of the life force. Okay, now the first sphere has to do with interdependence, unity. The first sphere is unlimited potential, immortal and eternal. The first sphere as the one and only self, dwelling in all things. The first sphere as all oppositions are transcended by the first sphere and unity with all creatures is achieved. The greatest challenge at the first sphere is to refrain from taking sides in the seeming conflicts of life. There is no manifestation of spiritual power without adversity. Meditations at the first sphere aimed at fusing the realizations of all the past meditations of the lower spheres into the realization of ourself as the first sphere. The first sphere focuses on the lower dantian, which is right around the navel, and also using tratakam, which is focusing our vision at the point right here, right where the third eye is, until we have direct experience or insperience of our true inner self. More experienced or inexperienced is more detached. The mummy, decayless, immovable by emotions. And that's symbolized by the mummy. And the first sphere is made in the image of the Creator. Okay, now the zero sphere. Consciousness itself is imperceptible and concealed. No things, no needs, no identity. Zero equals 360 degrees. Zero symbolizes the absence of conditions and limitations, the immanent aspect of God, the void in Buddhism, undifferentiated. Raise consciousness beyond the spirit. Meditations at zero sphere are aimed at realizing that success is due to the fact that our spirit is essentially unconditioned, no things. And the zero sphere means concealed, the innermost point. A peace that cannot be disturbed, which is the prime foundation for the healing function. Okay, those are just some short notes from the book Metu Neter I by Ra. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but he was the author of this very good book that is, in my opinion, as far as what I have seen, it is the best book on Tree of Life that's out there. What I would qualify that because he has several books on Tree of Life. The books by him are the ones that I resonate with most, more than any other of the other books. I'm not saying that I agree with 100% of the things that are in there, and I also think that there is a different context. He's writing for a specific audience, I think, and I'm trying to broaden that audience. So I'm going to make some departures from some of the things that he says, but it's a great book to read if you'd like to, especially if you've got a thick skin. If you happen to be white, you might need a thick skin to get through the first 50 pages. Those first 50 pages are not really terribly relevant to the rest of the book. So I would actually, if I were you, I would skip those first, like, I think 55 pages or so. Anyhow, and if you don't want to do that, you can just watch my videos, because I'm going to get you up to speed, and I'm not going to I'm really not going to try to offend anybody while I'm doing it. Okay, so thanks for watching to the end of the video. Please press the like button. You can share the video with the others, subscribe to the channel, make constructive comments in the comment section. You can get my free guide to the 144 fractal faculties of the Tree of Life. I will send that out to you for free if you click the link in the description. And my Venmo and Cash App are also listed in the description if you'd like to make a donation to the cause. And otherwise, I'm going to be doing number 61 here on the tree, on the list of the 144 fractal faculties. I would like to be able to try to squeeze that in today, but I'm running a little bit late, so we'll see how that works out. But definitely by tomorrow. And in the meantime, have a great day, and we'll see you soon.